Hello friends, welcome to today's session on arithmetic progressions. In this session I am going to explain third and fourth question for you from exercise 5.4, page number 115, chapter 5, arithmetic progressions. So let's read the question first. Third question. A ladder has rungs 25 centimeters apart. The rungs decrease uniformly in length from 45 centimeters at the bottom to 25 centimeters at the top. If the top and bottom rungs are 2.5 meters apart, what is the length of the wood required for the rungs? So I'll show you in the textbook the diagram he has given. So this is the figure. A ladder has rungs 25 centimeters apart. So the distance between any two rungs, these are called rungs, okay? These horizontal lines are called rungs. These are rungs and the distance between any two rungs is 25 centimeters. And the total if the top and bottom rungs are 2.5 meters apart, and the total distance between the top and bottom rungs is 2.5 meters. 2.5 meters, that is 250 centimeters. 250 centimeters. So how many rungs are there? 250 centimeters divided by 25 plus 1, that is 11 rungs. So there are 11 such rungs. These are called rungs, right? How many rungs are there in this ladder? There are 11 rungs in this ladder. Now the rungs decrease uniformly in length from 45 centimeters at the bottom to 25 centimeters at the top. So the bottom rung is 45 centimeters and the top rung is 25 centimeters and it decreases uniformly. That means these rungs, the length of these rungs is in arithmetic progression. Right? The lengths of these rungs is in arithmetic progression. 45 centimeters and it decreases uniformly, that is by, say for example, by D. 45 minus D, 45 minus 2D, 45 minus 3D and so on, it becomes 25 centimeters. Now we have to find out the length of the wood required for the rungs. That is the length of the wood required for these rungs. Okay, that is we have to find the sum of the lengths of the rungs. I have told that these rungs, the lengths of these rungs forms an arithmetic progression. That is lengths of rungs are in arithmetic progression. Now we have to find out length of sum of the sum of the lengths of these rungs. First of all, let's find out how many rungs are there. Number of rungs is equal to total distance, that is 2.5 meters, right? 2.5 meters is equal to 250 centimeters divided by each rung is 25 centimeters apart. The distance between any two rungs is 25 centimeters, right? So 25 plus 1, that is equal to 11 rungs. So there are 11 rungs. Now I have to find out the sum of the 11 rungs, S11. We know the formula of Sn, right? Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This formula is of no use here because we do not know the common difference. He said that the rungs are decreasing uniformly, but we do not know by how much the rungs are getting decreased each time. So that's why we will not use this formula. So we will use another formula. Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus l. Here n is 11. Here n is equal to 11. A is the first rung, that is 45 centimeters. Right? The bottom rung is 45 centimeters, right? And the top rung is, last term, is equal to 25 centimeters in length. Right, now I'll substitute these values in the Sn formula. S11 becomes, S11 is equal to 11 by 2 into 45 plus 25. that is equal to 11 by 2 into 70. 2 ones are 35 sir. That is equal to 35 into 11. 11 5s are 55. 11 3s are 33. 5 3 8 385. So the wood required So the length of the wood required for the rungs is 385 centimeters. Hope this is clear for you. I'll explain the question once again in case if you did not understand. He has given there is a ladder and these are called rungs. So each rung, the bottom rung is 45 centimeters and the top rung is 25 centimeters in length, and we have to find out the number of rungs. For finding out the number of rungs, I have divided the total distance between the top and bottom rung divided by the distance between any two rungs. That is 250 centimeters divided by 25 plus 1. That gives the total number of rungs. Now we have the total number of rungs and the length of the bottom rung and the length of the top rung. So with this help, we found out the total length of the rungs in the ladder. That is SN, S11. Hope this is clear for you. Now let's move to the fourth question. The houses of a row are numbered consecutively from 1 to 49. Show that there is a value of x such that the sum of the numbers of the houses preceding the house numbered x is equal to the sum of the numbers following it. Find the value of x. So there are houses numbered from 1 to 49, 3, 4 and so on till 49. Now we have to find out and so on till x and so on till 49. This will be x minus 1, right? X minus 1, x plus 1. Wait, I'll show it once again. 1, 2, 3 and so on till x minus 1, x plus 1 and so on till 49. So we have to find the value of x such that the sum of the numbers of the houses preceding the house numbered x, that is s of x minus 1. First of all, this series is in arithmetic progression, right? Because every number is getting increased by one number, consecutive number. Every consecutive number is getting increased by 1 and the difference between any two consecutive numbers is 1. So this is an arithmetic progression series. So he is asking that the sum of the numbers of the houses preceding the house numbered x. So sum of the number of houses preceding the house numbered x is s of x minus 1. S of x minus 1 is equal to the sum of the numbers following it. That is sum of the number of houses after x plus 1 to 49. So what will be the sum of these numbers? S49 minus Sx gives the sum of the numbers of houses following x, that is x plus 1 to 49. So you understood how we got this equation, right? Sx minus 1 is equal to S49 minus Sx. Now we know the formula of Sn. Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Or there is another formula for Sn. Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus L. Here L is the last term in the series and n is the number of terms in the series. A is the first term in the series. So here we are going to use the formula Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus L because it makes our calculation simple. So what is Sx minus 1? Sx minus 1 is equal to n becomes x minus 1, x minus 1 by 2 into a becomes 1 plus L last term is x minus 1, right? X minus 1. That is equal to x minus 1 into x by 2. Now S49 becomes S49 is equal to 49 by 2 into a is 1 and L last term is 49. That is equal to 49 into 50 by 2. Now Sx becomes, Sx is equal to x by 2 into a is 1 and last term is x. Hope this is clear for you. Now I will substitute these values in this equation. Sx minus 1 is equal to S49 minus Sx. So Sx minus 1 is x into x minus 1 by 2 is equal to 49 into 50 by 2 minus Sx is x by 2 into 1 plus x. So 2 gets cancelled on both the sides and this comes to this side. X into x minus 1 plus x into x plus 1 is equal to 49 into 50. X square minus x plus x square plus x is equal to 49 into 50. X gets cancelled. 2x square is equal to 49 into 50. X square is equal to 49 into 2 ones are 2 25s, 25. Okay, that implies x is equal to 7 into 5, square root of 49 into 25, right? That becomes 7 into 5, that is equal to 35. You understood this, right? I will explain the problem once again. There are 49 houses numbered from 1 to 49 and there is a house in the middle such that there is a house in the middle x such that the sum of the houses before x is equal to the sum of the houses after x. Okay. So the equation becomes S of x minus 1 is equal to S49 minus Sx. Now I have substituted the values in this equation and solved for x. I got the x value as 35. So the number of houses, so the sum of the number of houses before 35 is equal to the sum of the number of houses after 35. So that is the solution. That's all for this session. You can refer to other videos for more solved questions in this exercise. And please subscribe to the channel and share the videos. And please leave your feedback in the comment section below. Until then, see you.